Hello, this is Brian Rowe with Mythic MTG Tech number 156, looking at Modern Masters 2, or what's also known as Modern Masters 2015 edition. We just found out that it's going to be coming out this summer with triple GPs, and two cards have already been confirmed. Emrakul and the Etched Champion are both in the set. This makes me really excited because it shows what sets are going to be covered here. It's going to be available in English, Japanese, and simplified Chinese. I have no idea what this symbol is that they're using for it. It looks like a throwing star or a shuriken to me. It does make me want to throw magic cards and see if they'll stick into things, but probably not a good idea for long-term investment. It's 100% reprints, so no new cards. We really need reprints in Modern to keep Modern an accessible format, so I'm very happy about that. The MSRP also went way up. It was $6.99 for the last set. It's $9.99 or $10 a pack. That's $240 a box. Now, anybody who bought the first run of Modern Masters knows that that's what a lot of shops were charging on day one. This is just Wizards' attempt to take what people are willing to pay and charge that on day one, taking a bigger chunk of the profits themselves. Does this mean that boxes will be going for $300 or $400 on day one? Yes, I think it does, but it matters how much of this is printed. I hope people will be able to find them for the retail $240. I would recommend reaching out to your local game store right now and trying to reserve a box at MSRP. If it's heavily printed, yes, there's a small chance it would drop below MSRP, but I don't believe that Wizards is going to overprint this. Their goal is to print enough so that it actually sells at MSRP. This is going to include pretty much everything out there for Modern outside of the last few sets. Anything from Mirrodin on up to New Phyrexia. There's a huge amount of cards in that time frame, and here's my guesses as to what those will be. But before we jump into the guesses, I just want to point out the GPs. We've got three different GPs, basically at three corners of the world. We've got Las Vegas here in the United States. We've got Elrich, I believe. I have no idea how to pronounce that. In Amsterdam, and we've got one in Japan also. This is really exciting. I think each of these GPs could be really large in and of themselves, but having options for people geographically is really nice. There's a very, very good chance that I will be at the Las Vegas GP. So if you see me there, please come up to me, talk to me. I look forward to meeting people who watch the channel. Before we jump into the stuff that's going to be in it, I've got a few predictions for things that are not going to be in it. Grove of the Burnwillows, Roman, and Inquisition of Kozilek were all reprinted recently. Kiki, Cryptic Command, Electrolyze, I don't think we'll see those again. Cards like Doubling Season, which are casual and helped sell the last boxes, I don't think we'll see again, along with the swords. Horizon Canopy, it's a future sight card. It's going to be in a future set. I wouldn't be surprised to see it in one of the next 3 or 4 standard blocks, but I don't think we'll see it this time. Now, these are all cards that I'm avoiding. If they do get reprinted, any of these will crash. I mean, if we see Remand at an uncommon, it'll be a $2 card again. I am definitely still trading for the dual deck version because I believe it's going to maintain its value, and it may even go up if it's not printed in this Modern Masters set. Other uncommons to be keenly aware of include Keen Sense, Might of Crosa, Heritage Druid, Avian Mind Sensor, and Curse Catcher. All of these are above $3, and some of them above $10. Any of these cards could be at the uncommon level. I'm predicting that all of them will be at the uncommon level, at least halving the price of these cards. Now, we've got a lot of rare slots here. I didn't go through and try to guess every rare slot, but these are the cards that I would not be surprised to see in there. Damnation has been forecasted for a long period of time. We really need to see Noble Hierarch. Noble Hierarch is a staple in a lot of decks. Daybreak Coronet would go very well with some of my other predictions, along with Threads of Disloyalty. I believe we're going to see the filter lands. I think they'll take the fetch lands and put the last 5 fetch lands into a core set. Crucible of Worlds, is a fan favorite. Some people have predicted that it will move up to Mythic. I think it will be in there at the rare level. Fumigator Mage is another one that could take a huge hit if it is at the rare level. It's needed badly, though, for a lot of people's sideboards and even some main decks. Through the Breach here really fits the theme of the Modern Masters 2 if we have multiple Eldrazi in there. It's a great way to sneak them out. And Staying Bridge is also just a wonderful way to stop them. Ether Vial is up over $25 as a rare, and it was printed originally as an uncommon. It's just needed for a lot of people, especially for some of the budget decks. And I hope to see all of Soul Sisters in there. That's another great deck that is starting to become really expensive. Now onto my Mythic rare guesses. On this particular next slide, take a second, try to write down what you think the 15 cards are that will be in Mythic before taking a look at mine. See how different they are, and then post in the comments if you've got a different list of cards that you think are going to make it to Mythic. I believe we're going to see Tarmogoyf, Vendilion, Click both again. They are so good. Such amazing cards. They're extremely expensive and extremely played. The rest of them, I think they're going to go for new cards in those spots, or at least new reprints. I've got Karin Liberated, Phyrexian Obliterator, Zur the Enchanter, Linvala, Kozilek, Thrun, Ulamog, Emrakul, Splinter Twin, Tezzeret Agent of Bolas, Bitter Blossom, All Is Dust, and Mox Opal. All of these cards are playable. They would make solid cards in Limited. Bitter Blossom might be a little bit too powerful in Limited, which is why I think they should move it up to Mythic. Tez is great in both Modern and in Legacy, and people love Eldrazi more than they do Drag. All of these Eldrazi are really high priced. They would make great Mythics. They have that Mythic feel when people open them. Please post your alternative guesses in the comments. Let's see who's able to get the most of these correct. Thanks. This has been Brian Rowe with Mythic MTG Tech, looking at Modern Masters 2 and my guesses to what will be reprinted in the upcoming months. Thank you, everybody who's over there on Patreon. We've got some pack openings coming this week, and we've got some other exciting stuff happening next week. I've got 2 cool videos coming out next week. Take care.